Hey guys, I am so excited to be here again. Again, we are having a whole vibe. I'm loving this new community in the comments. So you guys seriously keep talking because I'm listening. I am really excited to jump into this video today. I'm already feeling like I'm going to love the ambience because the lights, I could see it right now. Like it's something calls me to it. I don't know how to explain it other than that. So let's get into it. I'm excited. Let's go. Oh, it's a duet.
你给我这一辈子都不想失联的爱，相信爱的征途就是星辰大海，美好剧情。
Okay, hold on. So first of all, let me just say that her dress is cute. I like that. Second of all, this is the same girl from the last video, and she has this very soft, very, I think what I said before was that she was doing a lot with a little, and I appreciate that so much. And when I say a little, I mean she's not giving us that big wows in the song, but she is doing a lot to be admired. Now, at the same time, what I'm seeing so far on this one is that she is like just about all the words that she's saying, she has to be right here. It's like a she sound to almost each one of those words. And that is difficult. It's difficult to make that sound and then keep your tongue down at the same time. And I'm talking about tongue because you know that you need space in order to execute. In order to get the sound that you want, you need to be able to have space and support, obviously, but off the bat, right out of the gate, I feel respect for her in just the continuity in the way that she's singing, even through some phonations that are a little bit more difficult.
不会更改，是命运最好的安排。你是我这一辈子都不想失联的爱。
Okay, so she has a completely different texture to her voice. And this just kind of goes to show, like, two people can sing the same thing and sound absolutely different. And she's singing soft and pretty, but she's got a little bit more meat in her voice. And I like it. Of course, I have a meaty voice myself, so I can appreciate somebody who has meat in their voice. However, it doesn't take away from the beauty of the song. It just feels like a different energy on it almost. You know what I mean?
就算你的呼吸远在千山之外，请相信我给的爱。
Another thing about this particular woman's voice is that she's giving the chest voice and she's also giving the head voice, but she is doing much, her transitions are more drastic. When she's soft, it's like almost airy. It's so breathy when she's soft, but then when she's heavy, she's right there with it. And she's bouncing back and forth between, while the other girl it's more subtle. She kind of flows between them and you don't really pick it up as readily as you do this woman.
直到你爱。
Which makes you appreciate each one individually and together.
我听见那窗外风吹了开来，扬起了回忆，淡淡的留白，有风筝掉下来，我也不懂为什么，突然就这么哭了起来。你还
So I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I will say that while I love the soft airiness that she brings to the song, I feel like just preference. I feel like I prefer the other girl better, or I prefer the other woman more, simply because her breathiness is smoother, if that makes sense. and this is just completely going off of tone and delivery. The way, because of the drastic changes that she has in the songs, because of the drastic changes that she has in the registers, that is what it kind of gives you, this almost like this stop start, like it just doesn't flow as smoothly as the other woman. And I guess that's just my opinion. I like the smoothness. If we're gonna do soft and pretty, I think I like the other girl better. But the way they sound together, like, it is not, I feel like once they come together, it's like that happy blend between vanilla and chocolate that you just didn't know that you wanted, you know? You may really like vanilla, and sometimes you're feeling chocolate, but then when you bring them together, it's like, oh. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a fan of vanilla and chocolate. I'm just using it as an example, but that's the feeling that I get, taking two things that you may have your own preference with separately, but the way that they come together and doing this the way that they just did, it's more than just, okay, singing the note and making sure that I sound pretty. It's blending. And I feel like they both are very, very good at listening to one another and then blending well. And because they are doing that so well, they are complementing each other in the most intangible kind of way. And that I really love. See, now the way that she delivered that and the beauty in that, I really appreciated that. It had less of the choppiness in there, but I really like that. I like that whole little section. Does he have snow in his hair? Is that like a style thing, or is it like a part of the show and I just didn't see that part? That's interesting. Okay, so that was hard to pause on because I feel the emotion behind what she's saying so strongly. I feel like I don't even know how to fully articulate it, but I feel like that was an emotional moment there. And I also, the way that everything flowed and the way that it connected, it was just like you almost don't want to breathe. You don't want to touch it. That was absolutely flawless. And that's what I'm saying. Oh my goodness. Did you guys hear how she's riding the lower note, and it's riding perfectly underneath the higher note. It blends so well that you almost don't even realize that you're listening to two notes, but you know that you are. The way that they blend is absolutely amazing. It's like whatever choppiness and whatever weight that the girl in the black sweater has on her voice naturally, she lightens it up perfectly so that it blends well with the other woman in the sparkly dress. Mm.
我听见那窗外风停了下来
That was a whisper.
有一片人海
You literally hear her. She's like, hi. Like, that's not even singing. She's literally whispering.
慢慢涌来
It is not often that I hear two people singing together and I feel like they're one. And that's more what jumped out at me in this song more than anything else. I didn't necessarily feel like, I will say that what I like the most is the way that they sounded together. I feel like that, them singing together, they could do a whole song blending just like that. And I would love to be lost in the melody of it all. Like, is it her or is it her or just, I don't care, just floating away. Like, that's the feeling behind it, listening to them both singing together. I am pretty sure if I listened to the woman who was wearing the black by herself, I would love and appreciate her in a different way than I do the one woman in the sparkly dress. However, I think that it is rare to come across two people who come together and they sound like one. That is what really just has the goosebumps coming on me. And I am just so in love with it. And I feel like it almost put me in a type of trance, almost in this just like, I want to look up what the lyrics of the words were. And maybe that's why I was feeling a certain way as well. I was just picking up the emotion of it. I don't know. But the way that they blend, you guys, if you recommended this, thank you, because that blend was everything I never knew that I needed in my life. That's just reality. So I appreciate you guys watching, and please continue to comment and talk to me in the comments because I am really, really enjoying this journey. And it's like being at a big buffet and I'm just tasting everything. And because it's music, I'm never going to get full. So I can do as much as I want. All right, guys, I'm excited to see the next video and I'll see you there. Well, no, I'll see you in the comments. Alrighty, bye.